In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to work my favorite left-leaning double knit increase. So this increase works, it lays really nice and flat, leans to the left. It is a lifted increase, and I will show you how to do it on this little swatch. Remember, with double knitting, whatever we do on one side of the fabric has to be done on the other side as well in mirror counterpart. So when you are working a left-leaning increase, when you work it off of the left side of the stitch. So if I wanted to increase on this stitch here, I would pick up on the left side of the stitch. On the right side increases, we picked up on this side of the stitch. But for the left leaning, we want to pick up on this other side of the stitch over here. In order to do that, the first thing we need to do is to slip our next DSP here. So here's our next DSP, a knit stitch and a purl stitch. We're going to slip the knit stitch. We're going to move yarns to the front, slip the purl stitch, and move yarns to the back. This slipped DSP is what we are going to work our increase off of. So because it is a lifted increase, we are looking for not the loop that is on the needle currently, but the one right below it. We're going to take our left hand needle tip and we're going to go from inside out and pick up the left arm or left leg of the stitch below the one that's on the needle. And we're going to knit into that loop that we just picked up. Now we are going to move our yarns to the front and prepare to do another increase on this side of the work. Now on this side of the work, this right here is the purl stitch that we are lifting off of. So that's the loop that's on the needle. We are looking for the loop below. We're going to take our left hand needle, we're going to go from in to out and pick up that loop, kind of rock this forward again and purl into that. Okay. And now we move our yarns to the back to prepare to keep going. So we have our original slipped DSP right here, these first two, and then the one that we created right next to it. I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to work one regular DSP, and then this next one is the one that we want to increase off of. So I slip the first stitch, move yarns to the front, slip the next stitch, move yarns to the back. Take my left hand needle tip to go into the closest loop of the stitch below the one on the needle, pick that up and knit it. Move both yarns to the back, to the front, flip over and use my left hand needle tip to pick up this little leg right here, the closest arm of the stitch below the one on the needle, and purl into that. And then move both yarns to the back, and you can continue on your merry way with your double knitting with a left leaning increase in double knitting. I have a tutorial for a right leaning increase in double knitting, so check that out, and my page for more tutorials on how to double knit.